Leading our discussions is Samuel Kebonsu, the esteemed rector of GIMPA, who began by emphasizing, "We are here to ensure such events never happen again."
Unwavering commitment to ensuring that such sad event never happens again. Let me first extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of today's commemoration. Many I've met earlier who have dedicated significant time and other resources to make this event a possibility. Thank you very much. Your dedication and commitment to preserving the memory of the Rwandan genocide victims and honoring these victims are truly commendable. And we hope that these events are going to keep those victims in our minds forever and ever.
Following Samuel's powerful words was Charles Abani, who stated that genocide is never unleashed without warning. We must create an environment where we are able to speak up.
When we are aware of our surroundings and remain watchful and alert, we can prevent violence from occurring or intervene effectively when we witness suspicious or harmful behavior. By identifying the signs of hate speech, discrimination, and incitement to violence, we can create an environment that eschews this and is less prone, and intervene before it escalates into mass atrocities like what we saw. And we must create an environment in which we are able to speak out, not one in which voice is smothered with political correctness, and we cannot speak out on this important issue.
The High Commissioner of the Republic of Rwanda, Rosemary Imbabazi, also outlined the objectives of our gathering.
Our gathering today has several objectives which can be grouped threefold. First, we are here to deliberate on the truth of what happened in Rwanda 30 years ago, to set records straight and empower more people who were not close to the events to have clarity on how they unfolded. Without any ill intentions, there are many people who misrepresent the facts of what happened in Rwanda. This is not the naively forgotten about many others who maliciously and knowingly twist these facts to fit their narrative for the purpose of saving face for their guilt or interest, whichever it may be. For events of April 7th to July 17th in 1994 in Rwanda were confirmed beyond doubt to have been the 1994 genocide against Tutsi people in Rwanda. Naming it otherwise is denial and outrightly criminal. This is one of the often twisted facts, with some so-called scholars sometimes peddling names like calling it the way it is, and others in the newspapers and the media. And I'm so delighted that the members present here will go back with the real message and how we call it.
Moreover, Professor Dennis Bikesha from the University of Rwanda School of Law shed light on Rwanda's colonial history and expressed gratitude towards Ghana.
The colonialists came to Rwanda, and we have the Society of Rwanda when there was the colonial rule, but we have also the Society of Rwanda after independence. And basically we talk of the first and the second republics. All those situations will be at least mentioned in my slides so that we pick how this genocide against the Tutsi was planned. So when we talk about Rwanda, formally talking about Rwanda before the arrival of the colonialists, we see Rwanda as a united Rwanda. We see Rwanda with a structure that is very well established, like any probably other African country. But issues started when the colonial rule came in. And Rwanda has had two colonial masters. The first colonial master was the Belgians, the Germans, and then the Belgians. The Belgians came in when the Germans lost the First World War, and it was decided that when the Germans lost the war, all their colonies were removed from them, and then Rwanda was given to Belgium.
General Henry Kwame Enyidohu, a retired soldier, shared his involvement in the 1994 Rwandan genocide against the Tutsi.
United Nations deployed a mission to Rwanda in 1994 following Arusha Peace Agreement. That was after the rebel invasion. They were referring then to the RPF as rebels, led by General Kagame. And there was a peace agreement, therefore there was a demilitarized zone between the rebels and the government forces, and the Ghanaian battalion in particular was deployed in that zone. So we got there for a peaceful settlement to go over an agreement, but that wasn't the case. The situation changed. And you have all read, you have known of the genocide in Rwanda, so we don't even have the time to go into that. But 2022, we were invited to Rwanda for us to be recognized by the Rwandese government and the people. And I want to quote from what General Kagame said, among other things. The Ghanaian battalion saved countless lives. Where others fled or were withdrawn by their governments, these officers did not. They stayed and did what was right to do. There is no soldier involved who does not carry invisible wounds in his heart to this day. Genocide produces no heroes. Simply doing one's duty required exceptional courage, like these generals did. Watching a film, you don't know what went into the film production, so you are just enjoying it. No, the genocide was real, before our eyes. And when General Kagame said, do you have invisible wounds? I, as a commander, have invisible wounds in my heart. Because on my orders, soldiers died. We were there, we could not help as much as we could because we didn't get the help.
Odette, a genocide survivor, recounted her harrowing experience. At the age of 3, a house was attacked and my parents could do nothing.
When I was only 3 years old, in 1959, I was there. And I saw my house, the house of my parents, burnt. All the Tutsi houses burning. I saw our cows being slaughtered and eaten, and my parents could not do anything. We were living like animals in the bush because we didn't have anywhere to live, and we were being chased from one hill to the other. So that's the way I started my young age, and I started primary school. In primary school, we would be discriminated because in the country at that time, they would be counting the people and pretend that Tutsi are 10%, Hutu 89%, and then the Twa 1%.